lovely world. So, I wanted to talk about a couple of things. Now, I'm not trying to say you have to do anything that I'm doing in this video that I'm about to talk about, but if you have this situation or these thoughts, you should write them down, or you should tell the person that you care about most in this world, whether it's a best friend or a friend or anyone really, that you hurt or that you may have said something inappropriate towards them, that you apologize to them immediately and tell them how sorry you are for whatever you said or whatever you did to them that hurt them. And it doesn't have to be, high school or college or anything like that. If it's recently, if you said something inappropriate to any single person in your life, whether it could be a family member, it could be a friend, it could be a best friend, it could be your significant other, it could be anyone that you may have upset or did something, that you shouldn't have to that person. You should say, this most sincerest apology that you could ever say to anyone. Even if you think you didn't do anything wrong, you probably did something wrong. And you shouldn't have done it, you shouldn't have said it, you shouldn't just be truthful with him. Say that you're sorry, because if you don't say you're sorry, you'll regret it later on in life. And I have, so many moments in my life where I may have said something inappropriate or said something wrong to someone and I didn't apologize, and it just eats away at you. It tears you down. It destroys your persona, it destroys your person, and you don't want to have that on your conscience forever. So if you think you said something wrong or you think you did something wrong, you probably did. And you should for the most part say you're sorry. And explain that to them, that whatever you did, and you may not remember what you did or you may not remember what you said, but you probably did something wrong. And the best thing to do in that situation, no matter what, is to say you're sorry in the most sincerest way you possibly can do it. Now, moving on to another topic that I really wish that I had someone to mentor me in this. And I'm not saying anyone has to do this, or like I said earlier, if you have something that you want to say to someone and you don't want to say it. Now, I know these two things from the sorry. Do the sorry part. You don't have to do this. But if you have emotions and feel a certain way about a guy or a girl, and you don't ever want to say how you feel towards that person, or you said how you felt towards them and they didn't reciprocate the feelings, that's okay. Here's what I'm going to say. Write a letter. Write a note. It doesn't have to, they don't ever have to see it ever in your lifetime. Just write something, it doesn't have to be a long letter or a long note. Just write your feelings down. And it doesn't have to be in a journal. It doesn't have to, it doesn't have to be anything like that. Just write this letter or write a note. It could be half a paragraph. It could be 5 pages. It could be 10 pages. Write whatever you're feeling. Write everything down that you went through in that friendship or in that relationship. And if they don't ever find out what it says or anything like that, that's great. Just write it down, is all I say. And it doesn't have to be, it doesn't have to have anything to do with, genders or sexualities or anything like that. Just write down what you're feeling towards that person, if they're a friend, if they're an acquaintance, if they're, if they're a significant other. It doesn't matter. Just write down how you feel. You don't have to ever let them see it. You hide it away for all of eternity, or at least this lifetime. If they see it, they see it when you are on your deathbed, because that's probably the best time to show it to them. Because just keep it hidden, keep it far, 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 far away from them, and write whatever you want. Whatever you want in this letter or note, because I guarantee you they will never see it. I have a couple letters, a couple of notes that I want to write that I don't want anyone to see. I'm not saying you have to come find me, and I'm not saying who this person is or anything like that. I have my own demons I have to deal with every single day. And it may not seem like I have demons because I don't do anything, but I do have demons. We all have demons inside of us that want to, come to be released. And we need to fight those demons every single day. And with those demons comes, the hard part of apologizing and telling your story. And it doesn't have to be a novel. It doesn't have to be, a book about your demons or anything like that. It could be just a simple note. It could be just a simple letter. It could just be apologizing via an Instagram story, or not a story, but an Instagram direct message. Or it could be a Facebook message. It could be a YouTube video. It could be a Twitter, a tweet on Twitter. It could be a whisper on Twitch. It could be whatever. Now, I'm not saying the most important thing is to combat those demons. Apologize, plain and simple. And once you've apologized, those demons will go away. They'll be gone forever. But then there's new demons that enter your life that you have to deal with. And with those new demons, just write everything you could think of possibly down. And I'm not saying you have to be emo to do any of this stuff. You just be a normal person and you can write down your feelings. You could write down your emotions. Because emotions have a huge role on all of our lives. And I've talked about emotions before. And it's not gonna. Life is not easy. Even though it seems like my life is easy, it is so far from easy. So far from easy. I have my own demons I'm dealing with that I'm not going to go into full detail on this channel ever. But it's just, there are demons that, from my past, that I wish I hadn't, said something or done something. And there are demons that wish that I would have said something and spoke up about my feelings and my emotions and stuff like that. And that's okay. You don't have to tell every single, piece of information that you don't want to tell. You can write it down. You can do whatever you want to do. It's just be the best version of yourself. And with every demon inside of a human being, there's an angel that's telling you the right thing to do. And for the most part, the right thing to do is to apologize. And sometimes, in rare occasions, the right thing to do is just not tell people your feelings. And write it down in a letter or a note or some sort of a journal. It doesn't have to be a long passage in a journal. It doesn't have to be a long note. It doesn't have to be a long letter. Just write your feelings down. Hide it away so no one will ever find it, unless you're dying and it needs to be found. And just, that's all I gotta say for today's video. I know I rambled on about apologizing and demons and angels and all of that stuff today, but that's what you need. That's what people need to hear. Is that we all have issues. We all have our ups and downs in life. We all have our demons and angels. We all need to apologize to people that we care about. And we all need to just, write down our emotions from time to time. Whether it's a letter, whether it's a journal, whether it's a note, anything like that. And just hide it so no one ever finds it. With that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's video. And I will see you tomorrow with a brand spanking new one. And happy birthday to anyone who's celebrating a birthday. Whatever age you are, just happy birthday. Alright, bye-bye.